Welcome back to the channel. It's Dave from Horizon Fish Keeping. Today we're going to do part 3 of the Pracox rainbows, or dwarf neon rainbows. We've managed to get these guys to finally hatch out. We did the fry system, and we've got the breeding tank all set up and stuff. So if you guys want to stick around to the end of the video, it's going to be an awesome one. And hopefully you guys are having some success with your dwarf neon rainbows. They can be a bit fiddly, these guys. I've noticed that the adult ones that I was actually breeding to spawn out, they just seem to be really delicate, so the water conditions have got to be bang on perfect. But I'll flip the camera around anyway, and you can see where I'm at. If you did watch part 1 of this video, this was the breeding tank that was set up with the spawning mops, and I also did a video on how to make the spawning mops. These are guys that we've been breeding in here. There's 2 males to 5 females. They are pretty good. I've noticed that they do seem to get ill quite easy. I've had to treat this tank a couple of times. But they're looking pretty nice. Sorry for the glare and stuff, guys. It's a really sunny day today, so it's just one of them. But yeah, they're looking alright. One of them still got a bit of an infection going on, so I have treated this tank again. But they're really active. They're feeding well. I'm feeding them baby brine shrimp twice a day, and that's got them really active, and they're looking around and they're going into the mops and stuff, and it's going really well. So this was in part 1 of the video if you want to check that out. And then that's just on my channel, and then you guys can sort of set this up. With this tank, I've sort of just let it go a bit. I've let the algae grow and stuff, and it was a cycled aquarium already. You can see the algae on the rocks. That's just because I've been leaving the light on a little longer, just to get these guys, moving and spawning a lot more. They are quite skittish, I must admit, but once they sort of settle in, I've had these guys in this tank and breeding. It's a little bit overstocked. For what it is, but I do have 2 filters in there. I've got one just pushing around the water, and I've just got a sponge filter, a large sponge filter at the back there, and that's just creating some a bit of air and water agitation in there. But yeah, it's going alright. So that was part 1 of the video, and then we moved on to this tank. I'll just switch around again. So after some trials and tribulations, I decided to set up this little container. This little container is from IKEA, if anyone wants to know. Just got a cheap £10 Amazon heater in there, and just one of these lights. This light were a little bit too bright, so you can just see I've just put some black tape over it just to dim it down a bit. Loads of floating plants in there, and just a bit of limnophilia, just some offcuts off my bigger tank. Just put them in there for a bit of cover. So this is with the second stage. I've got the video on my channel as well. It says 26 on there. It's more like 27 probably, maybe a little bit more. If you just look on that one, this one's more accurate. Yeah, so we're just about 26, 27, and then I do have the digital one, and I just use this as, so I can glance it. I know, sorry about the light. I use this so I can just sort of glance rather than looking at the other one there. There's a piece of hair algae in here that I collected all the eggs onto. I took them off the mops and I popped them into the water there. You probably can't see the eggs too good, but there's a bit of hair algae just there, and it's absolutely loaded. There's about 30 eggs in there, and this was done on Friday, and it's now Wednesday the week after, and we do have 1 fry so far. It's really tiny, so the way I was doing it, I was letting them hatch out into this container. Sorry guys, sorry about the focus. I'm just doing this on my phone today. But yeah, I was just letting them hatch out into this container, and then I've been feeding them 2 or 3 times a day on First Bites by Hikari, and it's really worked. It's worked this time. So I had a couple of complications at the beginning. Trying to get these guys to live through the first couple of days were just really hard because they're so small, and I was trying to sort of target feed them in a tank, and it just wasn't working out. So this is why the container came in. This way I can sort of find out. They usually sort of hang around in the corners, and I just get a bit on a toothpick out of the car, and you just literally just flick it like that, and it just covers the whole top, and then they'll eat that. Then they'll go around and pick at that. So this was stage 2. If you want to see a bit of a video on how I set all this up, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and also if you want any information, leave a comment in the comment sections below, and I will get back to you pretty quick. And then once we've done this sort of hatching out tray thing, whatever, we moved on then, and I did set up one of my little tanks. These guys have been in here for 2 weeks now, so this is when I first started out the hatching process. Sorry about the flicker and the glare and stuff, guys, and a bit shaky on camera today, but this is working out really well. It's a cycle tank, obviously. It's got a sponge at the back and a big sponge filter at the back there. That's got 2 large sponges on. I've just left it like that, so it's causing sort of a waterfall effect. There still is 2 mops in this tank as well. They were from the original hatch out that I just haven't taken out. And also I'm on really soft water, so I've just put a bit of crushed coral in there. But yeah, keep these guys really warm once you get to this stage. I've had them up at like 28 degrees C, so you roughly, you want to be at 80 Fahrenheit at least. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a shot of these guys, but just shining off the water a bit, my lights. But if you just look just there, you probably catch a couple. There we go. These guys are on BBS now, so I've got them onto brine shrimp. I'm pretty confident now that I'm going to get these guys grown up. I would say the first 2 weeks is horrendous to get these guys to grow, but after that they really thrive once they get onto the brine shrimp. I do know they take a long time to grow. I'm just going to see if I can get a shot from the front, maybe get a better look from underneath. See if we can get a shot of him. Yeah, I don't think it's going to pick it up too good on this camera, but these, obviously you can see them there, there's lots of them in there, and yeah, probably not going to get a good shot from the front there. I'll try and get another top down view, but yeah, once you get them onto brine shrimp, I think you're pretty much away with these guys, and you're in for a winner then on keeping them alive. The worst part of these guys is for the first 2 weeks are pretty stiff, they're pretty tough to get them to eat. Now, finding out my fry, I was sort of keeping them alive for 2 or 3 days on the Hikari in one of these tanks, and then they were just sort of not looking for the food and not feeding. So now they're on brine shrimp, they're doing really well. You can just see them there going after the little brine shrimp. I've just fed them up now, so yeah, it's going well. So I just wanted to do a bit of an update. Sorry for the camera angles and all that stuff, guys. It's a bit of a shaky one, but I just wanted to show you what progress we'd made on the fry there. Like you see, they're doing really well. There's probably about 20 in here, so hopefully we'll have I want a big army of them to put in a planted aquarium. So I'm going to do some dwarf neons, bozeman eye. I want to set up a rainbow tank if I can, and should be good. So I'll get back to you in a couple of weeks if you want to subscribe. I'm going to do an update on these guys every sort of 2 or 3 weeks, and then I release a video every week as well. So if you guys want to subscribe and just like my videos, like I say, if you've got any questions or anything, or you want to see any videos coming up, how I build my tanks and fry systems and stuff, then just leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll get back to you fairly fast. I've always sort of got my phone with my notifications on, so you guys can get in touch pretty easy. If you want to know sort of water parameters and what temperatures and things like that, we can go through stuff like that as well. If you just leave a comment below. Thanks for watching the video as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.